Hi there. I'm Carol Williams, and I am so excited to introduce my friend and my love coach, Joanne Sapers, and her company is Pathways to Transformation for Women. So, hello, Joanne.
Hello, Carol. Thank you so much. I am so honored to be here. And it's going to
Yeah,
be fun. It's going to be fun because everything in life is meant to be fun,
that's right. That's
no
right.
matter what it looks like on the outside.
So, I am interviewing you today just to really help other people experience and understand some of the wonderful things that you've brought to my life and to many other people's lives. Um, a lot of people probably don't really understand, like, what is it? Like a love coach? Like, what is that? Right? So maybe some of like, what are some of the things that you hear that are common things that people might say that draw them to you?
That's a great question, Carol. Thank you for asking me because my clients all have similar things that they say. They say they'll be in a relationship and they'll say, I don't know what to do. I've been here. I know I got the message maybe 6 years ago, 5 years ago to get out, and I thought we could make it work. So I hear that. And then they
Mm,
tell me I don't know what to do. I don't want to stay. I don't want to leave. And I'm scared. There's a lot of
mm,
fear. They
yeah.
tell me I'm afraid of if I leave him, what if I don't find somebody? What if I'm alone for the rest of my life?
Yeah. Yeah, that's super scary.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah, so like tell me about like what happens when people are in that cycle and if they don't get out of it? Like what do you see happen to some people?
you know what I can tell you what happens. And it is sad, and it
Mm,
doesn't mean they're sad, yet the way they're making their choices kind of sad.
mm,
What happens is they keep reliving the pain over and over and over again.
yeah.
So if they're not making changes in their thoughts, in their beliefs, and especially
Right.
their actions, all
Right.
connected, all three,
Right.
especially starting from the thought,
Yeah.
they just attract the same kind of person, whether it's a guy or a woman. Um,
Yeah.
and they don't get the fulfillment in life that they're dreaming of. They may not believe they deserve, but they're dreaming of it.
Yeah. So they keep kind of re-experiencing the same disappointments over and over again,
Exactly.
which then feeds into this belief that there really are no good men out there, no women out there, like so mostly you work with women.
I mostly work with women, and I work with women that are attracted to men and women that are attracted to women.
Okay.
Doesn't make a difference. Love is love.
Okay. Great. So
And
no good partners out there.
the first thing I say, you're looking for just one person, right? And I was like, yeah. I said, well, there's 8 billion people. I can absolutely help you. I said, and it starts with the self-love.
Oh,
So it starts with what we're telling ourselves that we are. I'll have clients that will say, you know what? No matter what, I attract losers.
yeah.
I said, well, you know what? If you think that, you are going to attract losers.
Right.
And I say to them, I can help you so we can let go of that false belief because it is a false belief.
So what happens when they let go of it? Like what have
Oh
you
my God.
seen as
Oh
like
my
the
God.
best ever?
Oh my God. So many things. I would say the best part about it is the woman that I'm working with can feel and she knows and she celebrates who she is. Now that,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, that's even better than the person she's attracting.
Right.
Because I teach what I teach, and this to me is so important. I don't want my clients to have to rely on me. I teach them how to learn how to listen to that inner voice. So I do this
Yeah.
very,
Inner
very deep
voice.
heart work. I got
Mm-hmm.
a download from spirit. And
Mm.
as I'm talking to my clients, even though I have a very specific way I work with my clients, it's where they are, it's how they're feeling, and it's what I hear their heart saying to me.
Okay, so I need to interrupt you right now because I
Sure.
gotta say, just to whoever's listening, I don't care. I mean, I've known you for I don't know, a year and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting around like having coffee one time and we were just chit-chatting. And I was telling you about this guy I was dating. Next thing you know, you're giving me all these intuitive hits, these things that are telling you you knew something that it just came to you
Yeah,
and it hit me like I couldn't breathe.
I know.
So that's not normal, like not the normal. I mean, that you're not abnormal in a bad way. You're abnormal in an amazing way.
Thank you.
Is that like, you know, there are some coaches that, you know, mostly they got trained, they have the things they ask, they blah, 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 blah. Then there are some people that are so dialed in, you not only know how to coach and training, coaching and all that stuff, but it's almost like you have a direct, like line to the divine.
We all do. We all do.
True, but
and
you are tuned into yours.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah. So when that ever happened and I walked away and I walked up the stairs and I was like, oh my God. I need to not be in this relationship because of something you told me. And it wasn't like you were, you know, and you didn't want to scare me. You kind of backpedaled a little bit. And I'm like,
I did.
I was like, okay, oh shit. You know, it was crazy. So anyway, and that was then. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get into a new relationship. So my thing is, I wasn't stuck in a relationship. I was looking for the right love relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I didn't really work on self-worth as much because I had other places to get that. But what I did was check in with you periodically and say, all right, this is a guy I'm dating. Give me what you got. And you'd take me through like your process, and you would like, you were like sort of like my bat phone for, okay, here's what I'm feeling. What does Joanne think? You know what I mean? Or what does God think? And through Joanne.
My clients tell me that too.
Well,
I know you're one of my clients. But
yeah.
I do hear that a lot. And again, the most important piece that I feel I bring to my clients is teaching them that so that they can trust their intuition. You know, they have made choices that they feel have taken them on a lot of negative roads. You know, created a lot of chaos in their life. They don't want that anymore. My average client's between 40 and 60. You know, I work with some younger, some older, and they just want happiness. They just want to share their life with someone special. And they ask me, they say, will there always be drama? I say, no, of course not.
No. No.
You're feeling drama within you, so you're bringing drama in from the person that you're looking to meet.
Before this interview, you were telling me about struggle in relationships.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Do you remember what the beautiful thing that you said about struggle with the relationships was?
Probably not, because it was downloaded.
It's all about, right? As long as you want to struggle. It was something along the lines of like, when you're still struggling, you're going to still struggle, and you want that struggle. And like, that's something that you would.
Yes. So if you're in your life right now and you're struggling, the kind of person you're going to bring towards you is someone that's looking for either you to fix them or you're going to feel they can fix you.
Right.
So the work I do with my clients is I help them to feel confident within themselves, really clear, Carol, about the type of person they're looking to attract. And they can't get there until they understand that their birthright is happiness, is joy, is living the life of calmness, of inner peace.
Yeah.
You know, if adventure, whatever it is that's important to them, they can have and they can create.
Yeah.
And it starts with feeling good about themselves.
Sure.
And really honoring that.
You know, one of the things I remember that you said to me one time was like, is that for your highest and best?
Always for your highest good, yes.
You're for your highest good. And I think that, you know, especially as women, we're like, as long as somebody's paying enough attention to us and we get enough of our needs met, that's okay, then, you know, we kind of, at least I never believed that there would be anybody out there that would really be real other than in the movies. That
I know.
Right? Because
and here's the difference. When I have my client in front of me, you know, like such as yourself and whatever, I can feel in their heart what they are really desiring. This is part of the download. So I have the clarity to ask very specific questions to them that they, one, maybe never thought of. Two, it might have felt scary to think of, but I'm asking it in a very loving way without any judgment. So it gives them permission to look at it and say, you know what, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Or I know exactly what I do want. And they can say it and actually feel really good. Even then, even though they may say, well, I don't know how to get there. I said, that's okay. That's what we do together. Because
Yeah.
the whole thing is knowing that we deserve to feel as good as we really want to feel. Like you
You know
said,
what's really hard?
tell
Patience.
me,
Patience.
patience. I teach
Patience.
my clients patience because when you're
So
feeling
hard.
better inside your heart, right? When your heart is saying, you know what, Carol, everything's going to be okay. Trust this now moment. How
Mm-hmm.
are you feeling? And you say, you know what, I feel really good. I feel peaceful. I feel joy. I feel exhilaration. I feel safe. I feel joy. Then that is what, it's the journey. You know, we always hear it's the journey, it's the journey. And people say, I don't want this journey. Yet, what I do is I help my clients to create the journey the way they would really love it to be. So when they get to the result of what they've been really praying for and dreaming about, they realize that whole journey was magnificent.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. So I just want to say to anybody who's listening to this that might be thinking, well, there's nobody out there for them, or this isn't going to happen to me, or I keep attracting the same guy, or whatever it is. When you do the work through with you, and you do, get yourself centered and grounded and do that stuff. And the hardest part about all that isn't the centered and groundedness, at least not for me. It's just being patient.
Patience, yes.
Patient.
And
That
trusting. I know for you, it's not as
trusting.
much the trusting, but a lot of my clients are the trusting. Like, if I let go of this person, will someone else show up? You
Mm.
know? I'm so
Mm-hmm.
and so, I'm 60 years old, I'm 50 years old, I'm 45 years
Yeah.
old, and I don't look the way I used to look. I don't have the
Yes.
energy I used to look. And you know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
soul. And really, your love mate, whatever we want to call him or her, is the
Yeah.
special person, is waiting for you to get it together so you guys can meet.
I loved that whole
Yeah,
idea. The person that you are seeking is seeking you. And
absolutely.
to really believe that in your heart, it takes a lot of trust, and it takes a lot of like letting go of the fear that I'll be too old, I'll be too ugly, I'll be too fat, I'll be too whatever it is, because you know what? They will be too. And you'll be
Exactly.
okay.
Right. They're not going to be that 20-year-old guy that you dated when you were 20 years
Right.
old,
Right.
unless you want them to be. Um,
Right.
Anything's possible. So
Right.
it's just really learning that who we are is what's within us. We
Yeah.
hear that, the outside, the inside.
Yeah.
We are the outside, we are the inside. Our outside changes as we feel better about ourselves on the inside.
And I got one more thing to say, and that is that when you finally get to a place where you're happy, at least for the time where you are today, and
Mm-hmm.
you're with somebody that you feel that joy, now it's like a piece of the foundation of your life, a very important piece, is set, so that you can then really grow from a place of strength. And so the true value of your work is not just to have a partner. It's to have a partner with a solid you and a solid him or her, so that at that point you then can create even more better, either together or separately or both, and go into your greatest good. And
Mm,
to me,
beautiful.
that's everything.
It
And how do
is.
you even put a price on that?
There isn't a price. And I want to say that I've been there, done that, married several times, many boyfriends,
Right.
husbands, lived all over the country. So I made a lot of choices. I can go on and on and on. So 99% of what a client says to me, I could say, I understand that I've done it.
And they probably really like that you've done
They
that.
do. They
Yeah,
do,
they
because
really
I'm coming
appreciate it.
from the understanding of what it took to get from where they are to where they want to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, any
Thank you.
final things you might want to say before we close this interview? This has been wonderful. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. If you're watching this on Facebook, please private message me. I would love to answer any questions. I offer a 20-minute free consultation, and we'll do a little bit of heart connect, and we may connect, we may not. No matter what, you're going to get something out of it. I promise you.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Thank
And believe
you.
me, anybody listening to this, it's well worth your 20 minutes.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a blessed day, a joyous day, and remember, love is the truth of who each one is.
Mm,
Blessings.
thank you.